You ready to go?
I think we're right.
We are on. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Use Your Manners.
Oh, thank you for doing that this time. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Today's going to be a funny day. It's going to be. We're going to do like a whip around.
We're going to try something new.
Yeah.
And go for a little bit of a shorter episode if we can manage.
I don't think so.
And see what the people at home or on their drive home enjoy.
Yeah, I like tangents. So that's just who I am as a person. So we'll see. We've already wasted 20 seconds saying that. So let's do this. Let's go into highs and lows.
Yeah.
You should have come prepared. This is why it takes so long.
No, I think you should go first.
I'll
this
go
week.
first.
Yep.
Hi, date night tonight at Nido. So going to this restaurant and it is apparently, because Mitch went the other week without me. Wow, rude. It apparently is lit and it looks so delicious. It's got like pasta and everyone knows my pasta is my favourite thing. So I'm really keen. And no lows because I'm a happy gal.
You got to play the game.
I don't have any lows.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Actually, no lows. You know what? Like Reggie did poo inside today and that was really annoying.
Yeah, rough.
Because it was raining outside last night. What a dickhead. Yeah. And my headache.
Rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
That's it.
My high was we've just had a good week overall, I think, like with fulfillment and lots of meetings building up to that this week.
I did
which has been
write
pretty
on my
exciting.
list, work this week has been amazing, but I didn't say that one.
No, it's probably one of the best weeks we've had at work this year, I'd say, which is fun. And
That's saying
low,
something.
maybe the conversation we're going to have
Yeah, that's going to be a low. Be me.
for me.
But instead of being a low.
No, it's not bad.
It's not bad at all, literally.
It'll just be funny. You see different perspectives.
Yeah, literally. So, funny story. I'll make it quick. This is a quick one.
That's a funny one.
Well, I don't really know how it's that
Standard
funny.
you not knowing how to use your calendar.
Yeah, so there's a big thing. We've obviously talked about how bad I am with my calendar, and it's like I just don't vibe calendars or diaries or any of that of sorts. I just do things.
I don't know for the people at home. I know Nick and Rach in the room have heard this story very quickly, but I don't know if the people at home have heard that you will put in a 9 a.m. appointment in your Google Calendar that says, for example, Oz post meeting at 1 p.m. But you put it in at 9 a.m.
Yeah, because I just hover and I click and it doesn't matter what time it is.
Organisation is not Leah's
It's just
strong suit.
It's not. It's literally not. And then sometimes I see my calendar rejigged and it's like, it would be like, Oz post meeting and then it will like be at 1 o'clock and then it's like dash like Leah. I'm like, Cass did that. I know it. Like she fixed it. I wouldn't do that shit. But anyway, this is classic me not knowing how to use my calendar. So I went to Sydney one morning for it was like Sunrise or Channel 10 or something like that. I did like a quick little 3-minute segment on something.
Yeah.
And I flew out that morning and it was like a early bird 6 a.m. flight. And then my flight home was at 5 p.m. And the segment at whatever was at 10 a.m. So it was so annoying because I had booked my own flights and there was no flights.
Obviously.
Yeah, clearly. There was no flights earlier in the day that just didn't make because I wouldn't have been able to be the segment and then get to the airport, blah, 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 whatever. And then it ended up being 5 p.m. flight. And I was like, whatever. So then I was like, it was actually a really long day because I'd been at the airport for like 3 hours because I stupidly miscalculated how long it would take me to get from the studio to the airport. And I was like, wow, it took me 20 minutes instead of 4 hours that I thought. So I had been waiting at the airport from like midday and I was like, 5 p.m. Great, cool flight. Anyway, walk up to the person and had my little Apple wallet going. And I give them my ticket and then, you know how you'd like turn your phone upside down and like the scanner it goes
To
and then you
board.
walk in and they're like, yeah, come on in. Anyway, I woke up confident as fuck and I was just waiting to just hurry up and get on because I just wanted to get home so badly. And I turned my phone and it was like, I was like, okay, I'll try again. Try it again. Meanwhile, there's a fucking huge line because I'll tell you what, I wasn't in the business class. I was just the regs. And I sat there and I was like, looking around and the guy behind me was like, do you want to step aside? And I was like, well, fucking no, I want to get on the plane. I don't know what's happening. And anyway, the guy comes over and he was like, because I was flying Jetstar, so they weren't really helping us on. So he was like, do you have a problem? And I was like, well, no, I don't have the problem. You have clearly, like something's wrong. And then he was like, he literally dead face at me and was like, you booked next Tuesday. And I was like, Mitch, hysterically laughing. And I looked at him and I said, well, does it really matter? Like what Tuesday I booked? Like, I feel like you should just let me on. Like, it's just, stop laughing. I was like, I just feel like, excuse me, I'm a single female independent woman. Please let me on the plane.
Absolutely, it matters what Tuesday you booked.
Wow, I couldn't believe it. So anyway, he literally goes to me like, this was him with my phone. He was like, yeah, it's next Tuesday. And then just gives it back to me. I was like, well, I don't want that. Fix the flight. Let me on. Anyway, we were boarding and he goes, if you can get to the gate and do something. I don't know. So there's me fucking ventilating with a lady at the front of the desk being like, please just let me on the flight. I just want to go home. And being 5 o'clock, there's no other flights later that night. So
there's a couple.
There's a couple, but with Jetstar, they're not going to do anything for you. So I was like, okay. I called Mitch because I was in a fucking panic. I have a screenshot of a screen recording of Mitch just hysterically laughing. I remember he goes, you're an idiot. And but he was laughing so much that it was no help to me. So I had to I was so upset. But then I was laughing my head off because I was like, I'm going to be stuck in a fucking airport. Because I'm not going to go and get a hotel. Oh my God, my whole life just flashed before my eyes when that beeper goes, eh. And I was like, this is the worst day of my life.
Funny.
So then anyway, I went down to the Virgin desk because I was refusing to talk to Jetstar because they made, it was their fault. So I went to Virgin and I was like, please let me get on a flight home. And then I was just like, yeah, cool. Just pay $600. And I was like, that is outrageous. And then from now on, I don't like Jetstar because I feel like that was their fault.
Mm. So you did end up catching a 9 o'clock flight.
I did catch a 9. So I then had been in the airport for 9 hours. Or it was a 8:45 flight and I got home at 9, whatever.
It was long.
Worst thing of my life.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. It was it was awful, but that's another reason why I should really use my calendar properly. But Tuesday's a Tuesday if you ask me.
I don't think that's how it works.
Fair is fair. I had a ticket. Let me on.
For the wrong flight.
Who cares? Let me on. It was very upsetting. But anyway, that was fun. But talking about flights.
Yeah, that leads us to our topic of today. We're leaving Adelaide.
Sorry, I just spit my pre-workout out. No, we're not.
Nick and Rach are throwing shit in the background. They're flipping out.
This is why you didn't tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So we wanted to have a little mini discussion about leaving your home state per se.
Yeah.
And I guess a bit of a take from either of us about if we would ever leave Adelaide. Because there's a lot of, I don't say family drama. There's not family drama.
Yeah, there's some gossip up here.
The tea. No,
yeah,
there's a lot of talk in our family at the moment about potentially moving states. So I just thought we'd give it to the people.
Yeah.
So would you leave?
No.
How did I know the conversation was going to go that way? All right, podcast over, guys. We're in 8 minutes in. Hope you like this YouTube short.
No, it's not that I would not move. It's that I'm a bit more logical. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, run me through that.
I just think we've just got we've got a house here. Gigi's settled. I bring joy to everything.
She's settled.
She's one. She's all right. She's settled down.
She's settled down with my husband and kids.
Yeah. So then I think, why would I want to move from that? Although I
give the people something.
I have literally two sides of my brain, 100% two sides. One side,
I think most people do.
100%. They do. But I would say mine is more important. One side, logical. Other side, chase the sun, chase the vibe. That's what I'm feeling, right? If you get me on a good day, 100% I'll get on a plane and fuck out of here. But get me on the other day, not going to happen. What day do you think today is? It's not.
I'm still laughing. Those were quite funny. Those were good one. You set yourself up.
Yeah, I did. But I ran through it. So do you agree?
No, I would go.
You just out of here.
Yeah, but yeah. How do I articulate it? I think I would go for opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the discussion in the family, not to name names, is chasing the sun, as you just mentioned.
That sounds like a Kayla comment. I'm just going to put it out there.
Savage.
Sounds like she wants to get some sun.
No, it's in everyone. It's like everyone says
True.
it. And
Mum does tell us her bones hurt every day. So.
And it doesn't help that it's winter in Adelaide right now. And we're becoming more like Melbourne and Sydney over the years. It's getting colder, it's wetter. I don't think I would go for the sun necessarily. I would go for more opportunity if it arose, in the sense of if we could grow things like Yes Please, which is obviously tangible products. Warehousing was easier over there, staffing was easier over there, that side of things. If there was more opportunity in if we're talking about Queensland or wherever we're talking, for example, then I would seriously consider it.
That's so interesting. I would I think it's probably a comfort zone thing. Like I'm
100%.
just like, well, I'm just happy here. Like I'm
Which
just,
is very interesting that you touch on that. And I don't, again, people at home are going to think I knock Australia 24/7. I don't. But what I mean by my next sentence is I think it's an Australian thing because people in Europe, people in the US, they leave their home, country, state, town, whatever you want to call it, for a better life. Like, I don't want to sound like the Greeks or whatever, but you know what? American people go to college in different states. They go to college, it's not normal to go, well, it can be, but it's very rare that you go to college in your home state. Usually leave.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's what I mean.
So when your kids turn like, what we'd say high school, turn 18.
18, you'd leave.
Oh my God.
And you'd only see your child again if you were to visit or in the holidays or the breaks. Unless, of course, like you lived in LA and you went to UCLA, then that's different. But again, in the first year of college, we're talking about here, typically in the US, you board.
Yeah.
So you still leave home effectively.
Wow.
So it would still be rare that you would see, not rare, but you get what I mean. But yeah. So that's what I mean. I think it's a very Australian thing to be like, I'm born in Adelaide, I'm going to go to UniSA, I'm going to stay in Adelaide for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's very common.
Interesting.
I could be wrong. But from my perspective of what I've seen worldwide, I don't think it's the most common thing.
Yeah. I would be so sad. I'm just thinking of how
But again, it's that notion of not chasing the sun, it's chasing opportunity. Like I'm going to try and get into like Harvard and Yale and all these big unis. They're in New York, most of them, or Boston, that kind of area.
Yeah.
Most people would like chase the opportunity of like, I want to go to a really good uni or, do you know what I mean? Like it's interesting.
It is interesting. I just like, I don't know. I love sun. I love like Brisbane and Queens, like Gold Coast are incredible. Like love the beach and all that kind of stuff. I just don't know if it's like we have a beautiful beach here. I'd never go. Do you know what I mean? Like, is it like?
But is it beautiful?
Yeah. Henley's amazing.
It's also like, super expensive to live in Henley.
Yeah,
Henley and Gold Coast would not be the same.
Yeah.
I'd say it would cost, again, depending on the house. But
yeah.
Henley, Esplanade, is like $4+ million.
Yeah.
Esplanade means like front row
of the beach,
looking at the beach street.
That's crazy.
I suppose
it's probably the same. You never know.
It depends. I think you could. There's like Gold Coast is bigger than Henley.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like the Gold Coast is obviously its own.
I just think like with work, like I'm like, do I just like? Kayla and Jay will go and they'll trial and see, and they might love it, they might not. Who knows? But like, I don't know if I could just go.
So what happens? We're doing the tea now. What happens if they leave and they move forever?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
I'll go kidnap Anna and Jax and then bring him back.
Would you go?
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe, but then Tony, mum and dad, like
that, and that's the trade-off. Like you leave for opportunity, but you leave family behind.
Yeah, and
most
we
cases.
are so knit. Like I just don't.
And we have
a
lot of help from family.
Yeah,
yeah.
I love my family, so I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. If I could just, but then again, like it's funny because we probably see them twice a month. Do you know what I mean? Like, or maybe so it's not like we couldn't fly down and just see them exactly when we do.
We probably see extended family twice a month, like Tony and
regular like mum and dad and stuff every day. But yeah, it'd be weird.
It'd be interesting.
I don't know. You just jump ship. I'm like,
I don't know about jumping ship. Yeah. That's probably the wrong term to use. I'm not transferring to a different team.
You're like a go-getter. You're like, but yeah, just do it. But I'm like, okay, how are we going to get Wally and Reggie on a fucking plane? And Ricky, he's going to go kill someone. And then,
are you going to get Wally and Reggie on a plane?
Yeah.
I believe they are Gold Coast mini Groodles.
That's actually so true. One day, so we actually got them from the Gold Coast and Mitch was like.
From Gold Coast mini Groodles, it's a thing.
Yeah, that's the breeder. And Mitch was literally like, oh my God, the boys are going home. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, the boys are going home. And I was like, what? And he was like, to their home state. I was like, oh, stop it.
You know, it's funny though.
They were Inception. They were coming to us so we can take them back. They have
become pretty weak though, because now on a hot day in Adelaide, they're like,
yeah, or on a wet.
Like they're not used to the sun anymore.
Yeah, they hate the sun. They hate everything. Yeah, but that's actually really true. That'd be interesting. I don't know. I think for me.
Interesting. Would you go for opportunity?
Yes.
But what defines opportunity that you would go? Do you know what I mean? Like, what would it be that would be like, yeah, I got to go to Queensland for that?
Sunshine.
That's not opportunity. It's chasing the sun.
Maybe that was me, not Kayla, that said it. I don't know. Like you said, like warehousing or work or like events and all that kind of fun stuff that we can do with Yes Please. There's heaps over there.
There is a lot over there.
And it's like, it's a good vibe.
To be honest, I'm just noticing, and I know this is 100% going to sound like we're moving. We're not moving, right? Like it's just an honest conversation in the family at the moment. But if you look at, there's a lot of brands, not in our space, but like that are really doing really well. Like you've got brands like LSKD, Muscle Nation, cool brands over there. They're all from Queensland. It just feels like Queensland people support Queensland people. And the only reason I say that is I'm not saying like Melbourne people don't support Melbourne people. I'm just saying when we went to the Hit Games in Brisbane, that just felt next level.
That felt like a community vibe, like a real like.
But again, maybe I am 100% thinking, you know, when you like, I don't know, when it's your backyard, you think less of it or whatever. The grass is not always green on the other side, and that's not what I'm saying. But I just thought like, we're never going to have a Hit Games like this in Adelaide. But I mean, we very well might, could. And there is the CrossFit Games and stuff like that. But it's just interesting. It's like, I suppose we do know a lot of people in Queensland that do similar things. But it's just interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. And but I love SA so much. But I feel like, again, that's just a real comfort thing. Like
the other thing, we do have suppliers in Queensland.
Yes,
a couple, which starting to become more logical. The more he says it, like we have like most of our business is in Queensland.
Yeah, it is.
As in suppliers, marketing agency.
Yeah.
Who else? Someone else. Oh, there was the email agency as well.
Yeah.
They're all from Queensland.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's true.
They're all from Gold.
Maybe we should just get up and go.
We are on Thursday.
I think we are on Thursday. We are going. But I think it would be definitely, like, for right now, the answer is like we're not going. But like
100%. It sounds like we are. We're not going.
No, but like if like Kayla and Jay went up and then there was like they were there and they're going to be there because like Anna's going to school soon. So like needs to be a spot. So if that was actually going to be their choice, then it's like, well, like I want to be able to be around Anna and Jax always. So it's like.
And it's a weird one. Not to go into staffing and everyone else's businesses are different, but I think we've recently, like a couple of staff members have moved on and that's fine and we've replaced one of them, but we still only have a small team.
Yeah.
So if it was ever to happen, it would almost be now and the only real staff we'd have outside of Cass and Alana, who's soon to start with us, would just be warehousing staff or people helping us with retail. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like, it's not a no, it's just like it's too much to wrap my head around. Do you know what I mean?
It is. When you put a lot of weight of I'm leaving forever, I think it can very much.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going up for 6 months and just hanging out in the sun.
But maybe are we
sunshine
putting too much weight on it? Like I'm just thinking people that go to college, right? They're going like, okay, I'm going to go for 4 years, yes. Yeah. But it's like I'd almost take this semester at a time.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if we can let's ask the people at home what they comment on this. If you've moved out or if you've moved away from home or like, you know, not just like out to a new home or whatever, but like moved states or moved like countries even, like how did you feel and how did you just wrap your whole head around it? Because like for me, it literally, I can't even begin to think of how we can like pack up and go. Do you know what I mean?
No, I share your view.
Yeah.
I'm torn because I definitely share that view and family is everything.
Yeah. But you will never get this chance because Gigi's little.
That's the catch-22.
Yeah, she's little now.
I don't know if we're subconsciously doing it, but all of the like the suppliers.
We're convincing these two right now, just letting you know that. I think Nick's looked at Rachel 45 times.
He's like, I did not need this today.
Oh shit! Every time I was like, look, did you hear that?
Yeah, but it's like maybe we're subconsciously doing it, but suppliers, agencies that we're working with, contacts.
If I'm
just
honest,
seemingly being in Queensland.
I think you're Googling like ads agency Queensland. And then I think you're biased, if I'm honest.
Supplement manufacturer.
Yeah.
Sydney comes out. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Sydney shit.
Sydney's
there,
not
it. No, it's not. It's not.
I get
just joking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what, though? Before we move on, but I think it's very much a lifestyle thing. Like, I think when we were younger, and this is so funny from my own development, when we were younger and first started dating, Melbourne and Sydney, all the rave.
Mm-hmm.
Go there for maybe Melbourne for shopping or for the footy or for the food or coffee, whatever.
Yeah, food's
cool.
Amazing.
Go to Sydney as we first started working together, cool opportunities, PR, et cetera, et cetera. But then it was like, as we've gotten older, it's like the lifestyle of Queensland is so much better.
I'm just chilling out in the sun.
It's like, it's warm, but everyone's like seemingly still got the hustle and bustle of Sydney, but maybe a little bit more chilled
out, yeah.
But still doing the same. You know,
yeah.
It's very different. It's and it does rain and it does flood at times, but it's a very, do you know what I mean? Like it just seems better.
Yeah.
And this is 100% like the grass is greener on the other side, like the perception.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people that live in Queensland and they go, nah, hate it here.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? Like,
I've really not heard anyone say that, if I'm honest.
Neither. I was just trying to be nice.
I've not heard it one time.
I haven't. Everyone that I've spoken to is like, yeah, it was the best move I've made.
That's so true. That is so true.
Yeah. Like one of our suppliers moved from Melbourne to Gold Coast and he's like, mate, I'd never go back to Melbourne. But a lot of people actually left during COVID from Melbourne and Sydney, and the most people went to not Gold Coast, but Queensland. I think there was like 50,000 people that moved just
unreal.
I think that might have been Gold Coast stat.
That's crazy.
COVID. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, why not? Really? I don't know. Like,
yeah, no. This is not a conversation for me and leaving, but it's so interesting to just think about, I think.
I'm definitely I'm like a massive homebody.
Yeah.
And
same.
Yeah, I did. Like, you would get on a plane to America tomorrow and just be like, okay, see ya.
It's interesting.
But I think I'm more of like I do remember. So we had a psychic friend, and I think we've talked about her before. Mm-hmm. But she, when we moved out of our first home, I cried for 3 weeks, and every time I looked at Mitch, I was like, "This is your fucking fault. Like, you made me move out." But like, we wanted to buy a house together.
We bought the house together.
We did everything together, and I wanted that house. I literally said to Mitch, like, he didn't show me because it wasn't in the area that we were looking for, because it was 20 minutes away from Mum's, or 15. I'd say 15, but like fucking Mum and everyone says it's fucking 3 hours away. But it was like 15-minute drive, and I was like, he didn't show me. And that house was 2 seconds from the warehouse. So it honestly was perfect for our first home. It was small. Everything was perfect about it. I still love it so much. And he didn't show me, and I looked at it. I was like, oh my God, like let's go for that one. And then I literally was so angry at him when we got it. I was like, how could you do this to me? You're making me move out of my house. But my psychic friend said that I have like an umbilical cord attachment to my mum and dad's house. And she was like, you need to cut the cord, blah, blah. And I was like, no, can't do. I didn't want to do it because I just was like, so that's my house, you know? And then,
interesting.
Yeah. It's so weird. Then Mum and Dad, like, as soon as I left, they renoed the whole thing. It looks amazing. I was like, you bastards. Like,
how could you do this?
How could you touch my house? Like, how could you? And then the house that we moved out of now, but the one I just talked about that we just moved in, they painted the windows, and we drove past the other day, and I was like, I want to get out and tell them, how the fuck would you do that? Why would you touch my house? That's mine. I feel like I've got an umbilical cord attachment to that house.
We have sold that house.
Yeah, we've sold it. We
do not own that house.
I can't touch that. It's not up to me who paints what, but I'm like, excuse me, what do you mean? But yeah, I think I like get attached to like things.
It is interesting.
Yeah. I think it's
something that we're always going to just wonder about.
And then like, see, the other half of my brain just goes, oh fuck it, let's just try. Because if we don't do it, then come back.
That's
do you know what I mean?
Everyone has two halves to their brain, so I'm not going to.
Okay, but like mine's more important, like I said.
But yeah, I 100% agree. I think and this is why I think I'm trying to make this more of an engaging episode and ask the people at home whether they want to comment on YouTube, Spotify, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting. At what point do you go, fuck it, I'm just going to try it versus, nah, I'm just going to stay. Like, life's okay. Life's good here. Yeah. It's not okay. It's great. It's great.
It's all right.
Life's great fine. Here.
We're fine.
I have my family. Work's great.
Yeah.
Gigi's great, etc. I'll just stay. But does it ever stop? Like, does that itch of going,
should we not? Should we try? Yeah.
Does that ever stop?
I get it.
Do you move to Gold Coast and then it's like, okay, LA's next?
Yeah, and then and then do you ever settle and then want to stay there?
I don't know.
But I think you're definitely someone who's just like itching to just be on the go. So I feel like
I'm
one
itching
day
I saw this thing. Actually, it was a cool guy in food. Cool cat. What a description. He actually said he's teaching his youngest son that opportunities always arrive. You just have to have your eyes open. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of the vision that it's like, I just want to take as many opportunities in our life as we can while we have them. Yeah. I don't want to be someone that's like grumpy and 50 and going, we never took our opportunities. You know what I mean? Our life is great.
Yeah.
But I'm more talking about work and getting into retail, which obviously we can do from anywhere. But I just mean like being on the ground with a bigger warehouse, et cetera, et cetera. Do you know what I mean? So it's just interesting to wonder like, and everything is very, very possible from Adelaide. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying 100%. It's not, but it's just like, at what point do you go?
When do you go and try and get uncomfortable just to do something else?
Yeah, and my favourite saying, other than comparison's the thief of joy, is get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah. So that's something I'm so much more comfortable just chilling.
But it's like, and I think I learned it from maybe playing sport, but you know, when you're in those moments, you're like shitting yourself. You're so nervous. You're like, I'm freaking out. I don't want to go on stage. I don't want to do public speaking. And then you start talking, if it's a speaking gig, whatever it is. You're like, this is epic. And then you get off stage like, that made me feel so much better. Like you grow as a person.
Yeah.
That's almost what I'm like, would we grow as people if we did that? Would we raise the bar? Because it's like, we're uncomfortable and now we're, do you know what I mean? Like it's just an interesting.
100%. And I do think that at the same time as being like, no, I'm comfortable here. Like I 100% think both. That's why we can't make a decision.
I agree with that.
Because I think both. Like one day I'm like, 100% get rid of it. Like let's go pack. I can think of any problem. Like how do we get the dogs there? How do we get Ricky there? How do we pack up the house?
Any excuse? Yeah.
No, I could
give a solution. Yeah, absolutely.
To everything and sort it out in fucking 10 minutes.
Or people move countries.
Yeah, but I could literally do anything. And then on another day, I'm like, no, I actually don't know. It's too much for my head to wrap my head around.
It's so fascinating, to be honest.
I
don't know. I'm so torn.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. And especially like if Kayla and Jay go, like Anna and Jack's over there, like I don't really like
want to miss out.
Yeah, I don't want to miss out on any of that. Like,
because I would say they would be our closest friends that are quite similar.
Yeah.
In the sense of like they have kids.
Yeah.
Similar lines of work.
Yeah.
Etc.
Yeah.
Like,
and just easy to be around. There's no need to
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Care about anything.
And they're obviously family.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. I think that if we were to do that, then mum and dad would come up more. Like I think that like we come. I just don't. I'd want a base in Adelaide. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Like a little like I don't know.
But then it's also like I start thinking about like, and it's going to air this week, next Monday. But like thinking about doing things on the side like real estate, and it's like it'd be so cool to buy an old shack and then do it up in Airbnb. And I'm like, are people going to Aldinga?
No, I love Aldinga.
I mean, they are. Again, I'm not saying things don't happen in Adelaide, but it's like, could you be doing that in Palm Beach and Gold Coast?
Yeah.
100% you could.
Could be anymore. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like it's, again, I sound like I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm not, but you know, it's a weird pros and cons, obviously.
It is a massive pros and cons. I just don't know which way to go. Like
gets me like nervous, excited talking about it. I'm like, it sounds like we're going.
Yeah.
We're not going. We are going on Thursday. For a holiday.
Yeah. We're a little mini getaway.
But
yeah, I'd love it. I would love it, but I just think like I like turn around and my mum and dad are right there. I'm like, fuck, you know.
Okay.
What am I going to do?
Now, not to be emotional.
If Gigi left, I would die.
No. I was going to say that, but like.
I would kill her. I'm really so mad.
If your parents, like let's just say the six of us moved.
Mm-hmm.
If your parents, you and I, Kayla and Jay left.
Yep.
Would you be more on board with it then? Like if your parents were coming too, almost? That makes sense? Or no?
Yeah, but then there's people like Cass or like people like.
There's
so many people.
Yeah.
Like there's so many people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Would you say, like obviously family is a big thing for you and us, but would it be your parents or is it just everyone in general?
It's definitely mum and dad for sure. But then again, like.
So if your mum goes, Leah, I'm going to do 6 months up there, 6 months in Adelaide, does that change? Like, does that sway?
Me. Don't leave me.
No, what happens? No, seriously. Because I think this is what's going to happen. My psychic prediction. Okay. No, I'm not psychic.
Great prediction.
If Kayla and Jay go, let's just say hypothetically, the rest of this year.
Yep.
And your mum goes. I don't think Anna's going, but if she were to go, how would that make you feel?
Sad.
And what would it make you want to go, or
it made me angry? No, I'm kidding.
No, because and I don't. I mean,
let's just go. I don't have FOMO.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I kind of get that vibe because obviously some of the discussions are like, okay, if she's like, I'd go out for a month. I'm like, but I don't want you to go and me not go.
Yeah, like a whole month? Like, what do you mean?
And then I'm like, fuck, I'd be jealous.
Yeah.
Of you being there and me here.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't go without me.
But then if we go for a month and she stays here, we're like, we always like, we call my mum like, how many times have I called her this morning? It's like 10 a.m.
It's 11 a.m.
3 times.
That's not as bad as what I would have thought.
No, but it's 11 a.m. I literally got up at 7:30. So it's like I'm really out every hour. Like it's a little bit.
Yeah. How interesting. It's fascinating.
It is. It's fascinating to,
Where would you live? If we went to Queensland, is it Brisbane? Is it Gold Coast?
I think I would like Gold Coast because I think we live in Adelaide City. So it's like city living for city living. If we go to Brisbane, I feel like, but I love Brisbane. Freaking amazing.
We have not stayed in the Gold Coast to this point, but we are going for our first Gold Coast holiday on Thursday.
Yeah, so maybe thing will change. But I think I love the beach. Not like I would ever get into the water, but I do love putting my little tootsies in the water. But
I do agree though.
Sharks.
Everyone that lives in Gold Coast seems to be doing these morning beach walks.
Yeah,
I'm like, what am I missing?
Lit. They look lit. Can you imagine me and Gigi wearing matching hot girl shoes and just walking down the beach? Oh, stop it. We would be amazing. That's what I want.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I do like Brisbane. But what do I like about Brisbane? Like the food.
But the thing is, I think what we've been
I don't
talking to
know.
Kayla and Jay about, because they are doing a test. We've been saying like it's when we go to Brisbane or when we go to Queensland, because it's a holiday for us, it's always a heightened version of what it is.
And
because
it's not
like
real.
we're going out to restaurants and we're going to like we've got no work on because it's a little vacation for us. So it's like when you're there and you're actually living every day. Is it like, we've got to go to the shops to make sure Gigi's sleep routine's on time, like, which she's got to go, it's like you're actually living, not on a holiday. So it's totally different. So like we would like they're doing right now, which is really smart of them. They're going up taste testing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to see if they actually like the vibe of it. So I think that's something I would do beforehand before then being like, yes, no. Like, does you know what I mean?
100% I agree with that. And I'd go and rent something or Airbnb something, whatever's more cost effective and work out where we'd want to be, whether it's Brisbane, Gold Coast, wherever, and be like, yeah. And before committing to buying anything.
Or even just looking. You
don't need to buy.
You could do something like in 2-3 years' time. But
100%.
just thinking like, I actually like the lifestyle when you're actually doing things.
I like this area or, I agree with that 100%. It's interesting.
Very interesting.
Fascinating.
You wouldn't know everybody every single night. Mitch, well, actually now not because we don't have twin showers. When we used to have twin showers, I'd get in the shower first and I'd be like, just washing my hair, vibing, and then Mitch would come in. Do you know that this house in Queensland came out? And I'm like, for fuck's sake, like interrupt me every single time because he had something exciting to say about Brisbane. But like, this is what we'll be hearing about.
To be fair, I know this very much sounds like we're going and we'll try it. I still think bigger picture for us and work. And yes, please, the opportunities in America.
Yeah, I know. And that's another thing that Mitch keeps saying. So
that's the opportunity cost. Like, do we go, excuse my language, do we go fuck around in Queensland? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Dip our toes.
Oh, we dip our toes in.
Or do we just, you know what I mean? Like, and I mean like, I mean from a retail perspective. Like, I'd love to get into Walmart, Target. And that doesn't mean I'm moving to America, but I'd want maybe eventually when we could, like an apartment or something in America and be back and forth like every month. To check on suppliers, et cetera, et cetera. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously a lot of that can be done remote, but I'd want to be in stores. Like, that's what I mean. So that's what I'm like.
It's a dream.
That to me is the dream.
Yeah. So if I was like, opportunity, we're going to go to Brisbane for 6 months or we're going to go to the US for 6 months, which would you choose?
But hang on. Because the answer for me depends on the opportunity, not to go.
Well, both of them are going to go test out work in both.
But yeah, okay. So this is where my logic kicks in, right? I'm not going to America to test.
Yeah.
I'm going to America once it's a thing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like if we're in retailers, which we can do from Adelaide, in retailers in the US and it's humming, then I'm going to spend more time. I'm going there to just try. If that makes sense.
I get it.
Because I think that is a way bigger risk. It's different country. So it's a lot more frightening. You're halfway across the world. That's where the difference kicks in. Whereas I would be more inclined to go try a Queensland if nothing was working. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to Queensland for once we're in Nutrition Warehouse. I'm going to Queensland just for the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Maybe for warehousing. Maybe, no offense, for staffing and things like that. But I'm not. It's different. If that makes sense.
I get it, my love.
You get it?
I get it. I'm just me and Gigi's are along for the ride. She'll love it. She'll be perfect.
We'll see where we end up.
Yeah, 100%.
But I thought it'd be a cool little topic to talk about.
I think it'd be great. And you know what?
To unpack.
We're actually we're a bit over time, but let's quickly go. Let's do the food and
and we'll wrap up.
We'll wrap it.
But I think we don't have an answer. Just to recap, it's a fascinating conversation at the dinner table right now, which we are all discussing.
Yeah,
even our good friend Stephen Rach over here.
Yeah.
But and it's a weird one. Like everyone you bring up Queensland to, like, I want to go.
Yeah, they love it.
I've not heard one person go, nah. It's a thing at the moment. No, but you're still 50-50, I think.
Yeah.
Depends what day you get you. Because I asked Leah the other day, actually. I said, if they go, will you consider it? She goes, yeah. And I was waiting for like a joke. She just said no joke. I was like, wait, what? Are you feeling okay? She's like, yeah, I'd consider it. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you got me in the
So-
feels. I probably saw Anna 5 seconds before that. And then you sneak it in. And I'm like, oh, of course. I would have. That's it.
Do you think Kayla and Jay think that if they go, you'll go?
Probably.
Yeah, I get that.
I think so.
I get that.
That would be smart of them.
They haven't said that, so this is an assumption.
They have so said that.
Have they?
Yes. They said you just need to see us do it first.
Oh, they did too.
Yes. Absolutely. I think they would definitely. And that's fair of them. Like, I think that's
Absolutely.
I would assume that they would be like, where are you guys going?
I wouldn't wait.
If we go first.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait for someone else to live my life.
Yeah, I get it. Let's go into the questions. I feel like
I agree.
let's just smash this out.
Let's pump it out.
I'm ready. I'm
Pump it
so
out.
ready.
That's
My
the
questions are fucking terrible, but
Not hard.
no,
Neither
not
am I,
really.
to be honest. I was
Really?
like, I'm just going to play around here and we'll see how we
That's
go.
what I said. Okay, so let's get the food out
Yeah.
and then we'll suss it because I've only got 2 things, to be honest.
Well, I've got 3.
Oh my God, they look delicious, but also not because I'm terrified. What the hell is that?
Mine aren't bad.
That's delicious.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Well, I only have one.
This segment is deteriorating.
Don't worry, we're coming back. I only have one and I want you to have bites of it.
You have one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because,
what happened to the other?
well, no, the other's there, but it's not that. It's just,
No, come on. Play the game.
Really? Okay. All right, ready? It's the eggplants that I had last time.
Oh, that's fine.
This one's better. So I have 3 questions. So you're going to get 2 bites of that if you get it
Okay.
wrong.
Sure. Are you going first?
No, you go.
Okay. It's actually really weird that I didn't even think about this, but this is very topical today. If I could live in any city in the world, where would it be?
City.
Mm.
Okay, that's confusing because
Yeah, city.
but the US doesn't call it that. They call it like state. You know?
Let's do a city.
I know nothing. Just follow along with the geography of last week. I am a moron,
Wow.
if you haven't noticed.
Ay, caramba.
Beverly Hills. I don't know if that's
That's a
not a city,
suburb.
that's a suburb.
That's a suburb.
I don't know, LA.
LA's the answer.
But did I get that right?
Beverly
Really?
Hills is in
Thank
LA,
you.
so no.
No, I did.
No, because you did me dirty on one of them.
What?
I got first name right and then no. Anyway, boys and girls, we have a mince pie for my girl.
So the funny thing is, in my entire life, I've never had a meat pie. Never, ever. Because it's, I don't know what's in there. And then secondly, I love party pies, but I scoop out the stuff and just eat the pastry.
No scooping today.
Fuck.
We're on time limit. Come on.
Okay. What kind of stuff
Just
is it?
messing with you. It's a beef pie, like beef mint.
Oh.
Big bite.
Can I have sausage?
No. Big bite.
Oh,
Did you get any meat?
yeah, I did. Nice lip, but I'm also nervous.
They're great, aren't they? Any chewy bits yet?
No, don't say that. Oh my God. Blech. It tastes good, but like my head just goes, there's something in it. So, terrifying.
There
Can't
we
see
go.
it. Don't want to eat it.
All right, you're up, big boy.
Have you watched my stories this morning?
No.
Well, you're going to get it wrong because I gave you a clue. I actually did a whole story on it.
I haven't been on Instagram.
Well,
I don't think.
that there is your problem. So, because I spent my whole morning on Instagram. What foundation am I using right now?
Lust Minerals.
Wrong. But I
No,
do
it's
like
just-
it.
I don't know. What is it?
It is Giorgio Armani.
Oh.
But I did do a
Sounds
whole
expensive.
story on it. Yeah,
What's that
it
about?
is.
You're going to need a sponsor soon.
Yeah, right. Okay, have a bite. I need a fork. Thank you. Now, for anyone at home wondering what this is,
Small bite.
this is kimchi, and I have a sickening obsession with it.
Yep.
It is honestly the
But
best
Leah,
thing. I'm
Do you
trying to get-
understand what small means?
No, I don't. Hang on, I'm just trying to. It's cabbage, so it's hard to get on a fork. There you go. So it's like spicy cabbage. It's so delicious. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. And I
It's
just,
cold.
yeah, it's cold.
Yuck.
It comes out of the fridge. I could eat it all day long. Tell me you don't think that's like a little bit delicious. Really?
Mm.
No, you don't.
It's okay. It's very spicy though.
I am shell shocked at that. I really thought I was going to hate it, but I'm actually really excited because I literally every day we get home from work and I just have like 5 spoonfuls and he just watches me in disappointment from afar.
Cold shivers.
Okay, wasn't that great then? me
Where
a go.
was my first job?
St. Peter's Bakehouse.
Oh, St. George's
St. George's
Bakehouse.
Bakehouse. I should know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
They
annoying.
call this one the Bush Ranger.
What the fuck is that?
I don't actually know what it is, to be honest.
So you just got it? It's a pie?
Pie, quiche, I don't know. Take a bite.
No, I'm going to cut it in half.
No.
I just want to see what's in it.
No. Leah.
Oh, okay. It's a pie. Okay. Oh. What is the difference between this and a... Oh, it's got cheese on it. Okay. And I think that's eggs. I don't want to look at it. Oh, my God.
Bite. Big bite. You didn't get any meat.
God. It's a pie with a fucking quiche on the top.
You didn't get any meat.
I did. I can taste it.
You're lying.
There's also egg in there, so that's 2 for 2.
That's a good one.
Question for everyone at home. When you eat your eggs, like when you crack an egg, do you take the little
No,
bit out?
people don't.
Don't ask me. Yeah, the little white thing. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, don't ask me what it is because I'll makes me sick. Anyway, my turn.
Let's get a move on.
Miss Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
What's the green toy's name? We've talked about this in a previous podcast, and I told you what the name was.
Well, it's not Ernie because Ernie's orange. Oh, do you know what? I had written this down once to trick you. No, I'll get it wrong, but let's just pick.
Mm-hmm.
Travis. It's not Travis.
Travis.
Trevor. Trev. It's not. It's not. What is it?
I'm going to, well, I want you to laugh because.
Is it Ernie again?
It is Ernie. Herbie was the first one. This one's Ernie.
Oh my God.
Stupid ass.
Yeah. Did you guys know that?
Oh, that's it. And can you open this?
Me going, it's not Ernie.
Can you open your own
No.
antipasti?
What do
These
you
are
mean?
eggplant strips. They're actually really good.
What a shame I can't get them open.
No, you can't get
No,
them open.
I swear.
It's a very, very tight jar. There we go. Dingo. There we go. You need a fork. You just use your kimchi fork. What do you reckon?
Oh, yeah.
It's delicious. You like
What the fuck is
eggplant.
that?
No, you don't actually. I don't think you really like eggplant. They're good.
Oh, that's worse.
If you can see a
I'm
pattern
close
here
to
that,
walking off.
you see a pattern here that I love pickled things and like just any sort of that is
Yeah.
just that's
That is
lit.
rank.
I could eat that every day of my life. I just laughed that you said Ernie and you said he wasn't Ernie. All right. Go. Swallow.
Oh, I had to
Perfect.
swallow that whole. That was disgusting. Who's my favorite actor?
I'm going to say Ryan Reynolds.
Ah, fuck.
Is it right?
Yeah.
He amazing.
He's a good actor.
He's great.
His movies are just so funny at the
Yeah.
moment. Like he's gone through a phase where he's really lifted the bar.
He's lit. He's so great. We just like search like Ryan Reynolds movies at night time and just pick anyone because no matter what movie he's in, it's the same vibe because he's so good. Like
Correct.
he's so funny.
And also his and Blake Lively's relationship is just goals.
I love
They are
them.
hilarious.
Yeah, they're very funny.
Their Instagram posts where they just take the piss of each other. Like, that's the dream.
When they like, he was like, he posted a photo and
Didn't he cut her out of way?
but he posted a photo and Blake was like, you didn't say anything about my earrings. So then he just like cropped her ear and was like, I'm so sorry. My wife told me that I should have posted her earrings and just posted that instead. It was
He's so funny.
He's hilarious. I love them too.
What a man.
What a man.
Okay.
Is your turn? No,
it's your turn.
it's my turn because I get.
And this is last. And
This
then
is the last
we're
one,
done.
and then we're done. And this is the quickest episode we've done. High
Well,
fives
not
for
if you
us.
keep talking.
Sorry. When I was little, a little baby, nah, just little.
Mm-hmm.
I had a bird.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Like, what was the bird? Was it a parrot? Was it a friendly
It
pigeon?
was a budgie.
Incorrect.
Or was it?
Cockatiel.
I was going to say cockatiel.
And you know what? I changed my question halfway
You
through
used
that.
his name. Dude, that's cheating. That's cheating. Can we get the rule book up?
Sorry.
His name is Eddie, for those at home.
I 100%
Is that the
agree that
question?
it was, no, 100%.
Okay.
I
No.
agree. I cheated with that because Mitch was like, he did me a little
I don't
eyebrow
think I
raise.
meant for my eye to twitch, but it
Yeah.
did. I know the answer.
I knew the answer too quickly. So I was like, that's it. That's it. So anyway,
Here we are.
here we are.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we're done.
I changed. Yeah, we're done. We're so done. And I loved it. That was really, really
I
easy.
thought that was a good amount. It could be a little bit shorter if we didn't talk shit. But
Yeah.
you know what? It's great. I hope everyone is enjoying this length. We're just trying new shit and we're going to see what sticks.
But let us know. Like if you want something that's just, if you want like 15-minute episodes, why not? We'll just do whatever we need to do. If we can just stop going on tangents.
Sure.
And AKA that's to me. But anyway, thank you for listening.
Yeah,
And
make sure you comment on the moving stuff. I'm very intrigued to see what other people think.
yeah, I really want to know about, because then that maybe it will like give us a different like.
A bit of hope. Maybe what we're thinking is normal. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Maybe.
anyway.
We shall see.
We'll
So
see.
see you next week. Thank
Thanks
you so
for tuning
much. Bye.